notify.
Right.
So now the change is they try to limit only in very
Only to certain
few number.
crimes.
Yeah, you can do that. In all the other cases, you have to notify.
But still,
So
it's very to define national security.
I think
crimes.
that
Sometimes
although
it could be abused, didn't you think so?
it could be any provisions in law could be abused because they are not so clear provided. But we have a definition about a crime against the national security. That must be those charges. So theft, robbery, rape cannot be say that relating to the state security and or terrorist. So for the change, I think it's going forward. Although personally, as a law professor, I would like to see that all cases should be notified. But as you mentioned, even in the United States, they have.
Edward, what do you think? Is these new revisions in line with the international practice and convention that we've signed?
You know, I believe that it is, as a practitioner, someone who deals with it on a day-to-day basis and these kinds of issues. I think where it's a bit confused, and from my perspective, is, and what Professor He was talking about, when you notify families, is that enough? And this is an issue, and I don't think that the viewers understand. I mean, we only have 200,000 lawyers in all of China. And with a revision of, it's about families that can find the resources to be able to take care of someone that's been accused of a crime, and families that cannot. So you have a difference between poor and rich. So even if you're notifying them, I think the issue is notifying families, but it's also about notifying legal counsel and having legal counsel be able to come in, which I know that there are provisions brought in about that as well in defense of legal counsel, because there are many highly unpopular cases. You know, the Chinese legal profession is moving more towards economic issues where you can make money, and not towards criminal issues where you not necessarily can make money. And so it's one thing to
Why is it
identify
case
families.
that there isn't many attorneys that are interested in criminal cases rather than economic cases? What is the incentive lacking there?
I think there are some considerations. One is, as you have mentioned, that in the civil litigations or economic disputes, they can make more money, or even for non-litigation legal service, for listing of a corporation in security markets. They would like to do that. And another consideration is practicing criminal law in China is quite risky.
Exactly.
So that, some lawyer would not like to take the criminal cases. So that's a problem. Yeah, in China,
So do you think
defense
the
rate is
revision
quite
will
low.
encourage more attorneys to join and practice law to defend those offenders in criminal cases?
I think that's the purpose of the legislation, try to encourage more lawyers to take a criminal case, because criminal defense is very important for criminal justice.